Welcome to our channel, Success Mindset. Thank you for joining us on this journey as we explore the deep values of success mindset and inner strength. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to endure suffering with grace, while others crumble under the weight of the same challenges? The Stoics had a profound understanding of this difference. What if I told you that your response to suffering, not the suffering itself, defines your strength? The Stoics believed that mastering this response is the key to a resilient mind. Are you ready to conquer the most important battle of your life? It's not against the world outside, but the battle within. Let's explore how the Stoic mindset can help you win this victory. There is a famous Stoic saying, "Strong minds suffer without complaining, while weak minds complain without suffering." The Stoics understood that suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience. It's something everyone will face at some point. But here's the key difference. It's not the suffering itself that separates the strong from the weak. Instead, it is how we respond to suffering. Complaining, according to the Stoics, is the refuge of the weak mind. It's a pointless, self-indulgent expression of pity that only amplifies the pain. In the face of adversity, the Stoics would endure with grace and composure, understanding that complaining would only make matters worse. It adds a layer of unnecessary pain to an already difficult situation. The Stoics taught that true strength lies not in avoiding hardship, but in how we respond to it. Plato once said, "For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories." This is at the heart of Stoicism, waging the most important battle of all, the battle against our own limitations, vices, and desires. How much longer will you remain a puppet to fleeting emotions and impulses? True conquest is not about external achievements, but about mastering yourself, your character, your desires, your thoughts, and your actions. The Stoics firmly believed in this. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. By mastering these principles, you unlock the power of your mind. This mastery is not something to hoard for yourself. It's a treasure to be shared with others. The more you embrace and embody these Stoic virtues, the more you inspire others to do the same. Teaching others, after all, is a powerful way to deepen your own understanding. Have you ever noticed that explaining a concept to someone else helps you understand it better? Teaching isn't just about imparting knowledge, it's about strengthening your own commitment to these ideals. Whether you're teaching through writing, speaking, or simply leading by example, sharing your journey allows you to reinforce the lessons within yourself. Lesson 1. The Fortress of Focus. Now that we've discussed the importance of mastering suffering, let's dive into the first lesson of Stoic philosophy, the Fortress of Focus. How can you harness the incredible power of concentration in your own life? To the Stoics, focus wasn't just a skill, it was a gateway to virtue and inner peace. Think about it for a moment. How often do you find your mind drifting off to the past or the future? Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoics, once wrote, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you, with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions." He understood that the present moment is where our true power lies. Can you recall a time when being fully present in an event truly transformed your experience of it? For the Stoics, it wasn't just about enjoyment. It was about maximizing the full potential of your mind in the here and now. One way to enhance your focus is through mindfulness meditation. Have you ever tried sitting quietly, focusing solely on your breath and bringing your mind back when it wanders? This practice may seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. It trains your brain just like a muscle. The more you bring your focus back to the present, the stronger your mental discipline becomes. The Stoics were keenly aware of the distractions of life and how they hinder personal growth. But with practice, you can train your mind to filter out distractions and focus on what truly matters. As you reflect on the importance of focus, ask yourself, what distractions in your life are holding you back from living fully in the present moment? How can you cultivate the same focus that the Stoics practiced to sharpen your mind and deepen your connection to your values? This is just the beginning of what the Stoics can teach us. With each lesson, we'll uncover more tools for mastering ourselves and living with purpose. Stay tuned, because as we dive deeper into these principles, you'll find yourself empowered with the quiet strength to face any challenge. Building on the idea of focus, we now move into the power of mastering your emotions. Just like focus, emotional equilibrium is essential for living a life of purpose and calm. The Stoics understood that life's challenges don't just come from the outside world, but also from within, the way we react to those challenges. Seneca wisely warned against scattering our energy by multitasking or becoming unnecessarily busy. Do you find yourself glorifying busyness as a status symbol? If so, imagine how much you could accomplish if you focused all your energy on one task at a time. This is the key to productivity and true satisfaction in your work. By practicing single tasking, you can not only improve the quality of your output, but also reduce your stress. Try dedicating blocks of time to specific tasks each day, and observe how this shift impacts both your focus and well-being. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of creating an environment that promotes focus. Epictetus once advised, "If you wish to improve, be content to appear clueless in extraneous matters." In our modern world, we often fear missing out if we don't keep up with every trend or news story, but true mental resilience comes from understanding what deserves your attention and what does not. By developing a filter based on your core values and goals, you can learn to ignore distractions. Ask yourself, does this information or activity align with my values or advance my goals? If not, it may be a distraction worth ignoring. To further enhance your focus, engage in daily reflection. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I focus on today that served me well? What distracted me, and how can I reduce that distraction tomorrow? This practice will help reinforce your successes and highlight areas for improvement. By making focus a part of your daily routine, you can transform your mind into a fortress, one that is not easily penetrated by the chaos of the outside world. How will you commit to building this fortress of focus in your own life? Lesson 2. The Art of Emotional Equilibrium. The next lesson in our journey of Stoic practice is the art of emotional equilibrium. Can you control your emotions, or do they control you? The Stoics believed that mastering our emotions is key to inner peace. How often do you find yourself swayed by fleeting emotions, reacting impulsively without pause? As Epictetus wisely put it, men are disturbed not by things but by the view which they take of them. This insight teaches us that it is not the external events that disturb us, but our reactions to them. Reflect on a recent situation where your reaction, rather than the event itself, caused you more distress. Did you find that your emotional response was disproportionate to the situation? By observing your reactions without judgment, you can begin to recognize when your emotions are leading you astray. Ask yourself, are my emotional responses serving me in this situation? Could there be a more measured response that would bring greater clarity? This practice of self-observation is the first step toward gaining control over your emotions, rather than allowing them to control you. One powerful Stoic technique for managing emotions is premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of misfortunes. This involves anticipating potential challenges and mentally preparing for them. Have you ever visualized how you would calmly handle a difficult situation before it actually happens? By preparing for the worst, you can strengthen your ability to remain composed under pressure. This technique helps you maintain emotional equilibrium when facing life's inevitable ups and downs. Another practice for emotional balance is daily reflection. Seneca often wrote letters to himself reflecting on his feelings and behaviors. Why not adopt this practice for yourself? Each evening, take a moment to write down how you felt throughout the day and why. This introspection can reveal patterns in your emotional responses and help you address areas where your reactions don't align with your Stoic ideals. The Stoics also taught about the inner citadel, a metaphorical fortress within us that protects our rational mind. Do you have such a sanctuary where you retreat to regain clarity and composure? Strengthening your inner citadel allows you to face life's challenges with calmness, resilience, and reason. By practicing these Stoic methods, you not only enhance your emotional equilibrium, but also sharpen your ability to lead a balanced and purposeful life. As we continue to deepen our exploration of Stoic wisdom, ask yourself, how often do your emotions sway your decisions or behavior? How can you integrate the principles of emotional equilibrium into your life, and how might they change the way you respond to life's challenges? Let's move forward, continuing to build the foundation of Stoic strength in the next lesson. Building on the idea of emotional stability from our previous lesson, we now dive into the concept of impermanence. The Stoics understood that nothing in life is permanent, and this profound awareness shaped how they lived with clarity and purpose. The Stoics placed great emphasis on understanding that life is transient. This awareness didn't cause them fear. Instead, it helped them cherish each fleeting moment. It's easy to take things for granted, your health, your possessions, even the people around you, because we assume they will always be there. But what if they weren't? Have you ever stopped to reflect on the temporary nature of your experiences and relationships? Marcus Aurelius famously reminded us, "You could leave life right now." This thought, while sobering, isn't meant to provoke fear but to inspire a deeper appreciation for what truly matters in the present. So how can we embrace the impermanence of life in a way that benefits us? The Stoics encouraged us to start by observing the changes around us. Watch how the seasons shift, how thoughts come and go, and how relationships evolve. How do these changes make you feel? Acknowledging that change is the only constant in life can help you stay flexible and resilient, reducing any feelings of loss or anxiety when transitions occur. To truly embrace impermanence, Stoics practice detachment. This doesn't mean caring less about life or the people in it. Instead, it means releasing the need to control what you cannot. Have you ever experienced the peace that comes from letting go of your need to control every situation? When you practice detachment, you protect your inner peace even in the face of life's inevitable shifts. The Stoics believed that by letting go of the need to control every detail, you could more easily focus on what truly matters. Another Stoic practice that encourages embracing impermanence is memento mori, a daily reflection on the inevitability of death. Have you ever considered how your life would change if you knew that your time was limited? This isn't meant to be morbid, but rather a practice that invites you to live more intentionally and align your actions with your deepest values. By contemplating the reality of mortality, you begin to focus more on what you can do in the present moment, shaping your life into one that truly reflects your priorities and beliefs. The Stoics also advised us to find stability within ourselves, rather than relying on external circumstances. Do you have practices like meditation or journaling that help you ground yourself? These simple practices can give you a solid foundation from which to face life's challenges making you less dependent on external validation or circumstances. When your inner self is strong, changes around you become easier to navigate with grace and resilience. At the heart of embracing impermanence is celebrating the present moment. The Stoics believed in focusing intensely on the here and now. How often do you truly focus on the task at hand without letting your mind wander to past regrets or future worries? By being fully present, you can extract the maximum value from each moment, enriching your life and minimizing regrets about what has already passed or fears about what lies ahead. In fact, embracing the present moment makes life feel fuller and more meaningful. Community engagement plays a key role in embracing impermanence as well. Sharing experiences with others who understand the transient nature of life can offer valuable support. Do you have a community that shares these values? These connections can provide comfort and inspiration, especially during times of change. Engaging with others who also appreciate the fleeting nature of life can deepen your understanding of the Stoic principle of impermanence and help you navigate life with greater wisdom. Ultimately, embracing impermanence leads to a life of greater vitality. It frees you from the anxiety of trying to hold on to things that are meant to change or end. As Seneca wisely said, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." This idea invites you to stop clinging to the past and to fully engage with the present, making each moment count. In the next part, we will explore how embracing impermanence can deepen your relationships and enhance your sense of connection to others, turning the fleeting nature of life into a source of strength rather than fear. Building on the importance of impermanence and how it shapes our actions, we now move on to the critical role of resilience in navigating life's challenges. The Stoics understood that life's difficulties are not obstacles to our well-being, but opportunities for growth and self-mastery. In life, challenges are inevitable. How do you usually react when faced with difficulty? For the Stoics, the true test of character comes not from what happens to us, but from how we choose to respond. Epictetus wisely taught that it's not what happens to us, but how we react that matters. This perspective shifts the focus from victimhood to empowerment, enabling you to choose resilience over resignation. Can you recall a time when embracing resilience helped you rise above a challenge? By adopting this Stoic mindset, every setback becomes an opportunity to demonstrate virtue, turning obstacles into stepping stones for personal growth. To build this resilience, the first step is acceptance, accepting the reality of the situation without denial. Denial only prolongs stress and disappointment, while acceptance clears the path for proactive solutions. Have you noticed how much easier it becomes to deal with difficult situations once you accept the truth of what is happening? This acceptance doesn't mean giving up. Rather, it empowers you to engage with the problem more effectively, starting with a clearer perspective. Another fundamental Stoic practice is distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. Marcus Aurelius reminded us to focus only on what we can influence. Think for a moment. How often do you find yourself stressing over things outside your control? When you redirect your energy toward the areas where you can make a real impact, not only do you become more effective, but you also preserve your peace of mind. This is the core of resilience, focusing your efforts where they count and learning to let go of the rest. Foresight and preparation are other essential elements of building resilience. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, a technique of visualizing potential challenges before they arise and rehearsing responses. Have you ever found that mentally preparing for challenges in advance helped you handle the situation with more calm and confidence? When you envision possible outcomes, you take away much of the fear and uncertainty, leaving you better equipped to handle what comes your way. In addition to mental preparation, resilience is also nurtured through consistent routines. Do you have a daily routine that includes time for reflection, self-improvement, and strengthening your emotional and mental well-being? The Stoics valued the discipline of maintaining such routines, which included physical exercise, meditation, reading, and meaningful conversations. These activities not only improve your resilience, but also help you stay grounded amidst life's challenges. The support of a community or mentor can also play a key role in building resilience. Sharing your struggles and triumphs with others who understand and support your journey helps you gain new perspectives and encouragement. Do you have a support system that helps you stay strong when life gets tough? If not, perhaps it's time to find or create a community where Stoic values are embraced and shared. Finally, cultivating gratitude, especially during difficult times, is a powerful tool in the Stoic arsenal. The Stoics taught that by focusing on what we can be thankful for, even in adversity, we shift our mindset from scarcity to abundance. This change in perspective can transform your emotional response to challenging situations and increase your resilience. Have you ever noticed how gratitude can change the way you view hardships? It empowers you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than sources of despair. As you continue to apply these Stoic principles, each challenge you face becomes a chance to strengthen your virtues and enhance your ability to navigate life's complexities with grace and courage. In the next lesson, we'll explore how mastering our desires can lead to true freedom and greater control over our lives. How might the discipline of desire help you live a more purposeful, empowered life? Picking up from the previous discussion about cultivating resilience and mastering your desires, we now shift to a crucial Stoic principle: adaptability. As life presents us with new challenges, the ability to adapt becomes a vital strength that keeps us grounded and flexible in the face of uncertainty. How often do you find yourself resisting change simply because it's uncomfortable or unexpected? The Stoics viewed adaptability as one of the most powerful virtues in mastering one's mind. Seneca, in his writings, compared life to a river, emphasizing that its currents are unpredictable. The key, he said, is to learn how to swim. Change, like the river's flow, is not only inevitable but essential for growth. By embracing adaptability, we learn to navigate life's inevitable twists and turns with grace instead of fear. Can you recall a time when you resisted change, only to later discover that it opened doors to unexpected benefits? Reflect on that moment. How did embracing the change ultimately serve you? The first step in becoming adaptable is recognizing that change is not something to fear or resist, but rather to welcome. When you accept that change is an inherent part of life, you begin to view it not as an obstacle, but as a powerful tool for personal development. This shift in mindset helps you stay open and responsive, even when life takes you off course. It's not about avoiding the discomfort that change brings, but about learning how to handle it with a calm, composed mind. To cultivate adaptability, you must begin by challenging your routines. Routine offers comfort, but too much comfort can lead to rigidity. By making small changes in your daily habits, whether it's altering your morning routine, trying a new type of exercise, or approaching work tasks differently, you gradually increase your comfort with change. Have you noticed how these small challenges make bigger changes seem less daunting? The more you challenge your own comfort zones, the more resilient and adaptable you become. Small adjustments, whether in your personal or professional life, help you become better prepared for the inevitable larger changes that will come your way. Another key practice for fostering adaptability is shifting your mindset. Your ability to adapt depends greatly on how you perceive the world around you. If you approach life with a mindset that sees change as an opportunity, you become more flexible and proactive. This mindset allows you to respond to unexpected situations with curiosity and creativity rather than anxiety or resistance. The Stoics believed that by mastering our thoughts and reactions, we could control our experience of change, turning it from a threat into a source of growth. Think of a recent situation that required you to adapt. How did your mindset influence the outcome? Mindset, however, isn't the only tool in adapting to change. You can also rely on the wisdom of Stoic practices like premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, by imagining possible negative outcomes and mentally preparing for them. You create a buffer that lessens the emotional impact when the unexpected happens. By anticipating challenges and envisioning your response, you train your mind to be more resilient when things don't go as planned. Have you ever found that thinking through possible difficulties beforehand made you feel more confident and prepared when they actually arrived? As you embrace these Stoic practices, you'll find that adaptability becomes less of an effort and more of a natural response to life's uncertainties. And with this newfound adaptability, you are well positioned to not only weather the storms of life, but to thrive amidst them. As you begin integrating adaptability into your daily life, consider how these small shifts in mindset and routine can help you grow into a more flexible, resilient person. In the next lesson, we will explore how to handle challenges with wisdom and clarity, helping you stay grounded and focused even in the most trying times. How can you further enhance your ability to thrive, even in adversity? Let's dive deeper into the power of wise decision-making and the Stoic approach to overcoming life's most challenging moments. Building on our earlier exploration of adaptability and resilience, let's dive into another key Stoic principle: self-sufficiency. As we face the challenges of life, the ability to stand firm in our own judgment and actions becomes a crucial tool for maintaining inner peace and navigating the complexities of the world. The Stoics believed in self-sufficiency not just as a physical practice, but more importantly as a mental and emotional discipline. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, often emphasized the importance of creating and relying on one's own judgment and principles. So, how independent are your thoughts and actions? How often do you find yourself influenced by the opinions and behaviors of others? The Stoics would urge you to examine how external influences shape your decisions. Are your choices truly yours, or do they often reflect societal expectations or peer pressure? This is where self-sufficiency starts, by distinguishing your authentic self from the external pressures that constantly surround you. To build this mindset of self-sufficiency, it is important to begin with small, everyday decisions. Try making choices like what to wear, what to eat, or how to spend your time, without seeking others' opinions. This exercise is more than just an act of independence. It's about strengthening your decision-making muscles and becoming more attuned to your own inner compass. Have you noticed a change in your confidence when you trust your own judgment? With each small decision, you reinforce your mental independence, making it easier to navigate bigger and more significant choices. This practice can help you learn to trust yourself more deeply, and gradually, you'll find that your confidence in your own decisions grows stronger. Self-sufficiency is not only about physical independence or making decisions on your own. It also involves emotional independence. The Stoics believed that emotional freedom is achieved through controlling your reactions to external events. In a world filled with distractions and challenges, this practice helps you stay grounded. How do you react when things don't go your way? When you practice emotional self-sufficiency, you begin to gain more control over your responses, rather than being at the mercy of fleeting emotions. This means that when faced with adversity or setbacks, you don't lose your peace of mind. Instead, You respond from a place of inner strength and clarity. Learning to manage your emotions and responses is key to emotional self-sufficiency. In moments of frustration, disappointment, or even joy, you can choose how to engage with your emotions. Rather than allowing them to dictate your behavior, you can step back, reflect, and decide how to react. This mindful approach to emotions fosters greater emotional intelligence and resilience. As we move forward, think about how you can begin cultivating more self-sufficiency in your own life. Reflect on your decisions, both big and small, and ask yourself, are they truly coming from within, or are they being influenced by external factors? By practicing self-sufficiency, you can begin to live a life that is not only more peaceful, but also more aligned with your deepest values. As you continue on your journey of self-improvement, the next lesson will explore how to maintain balance in your life and focus on what truly matters. Through the lens of Stoicism, we will dive deeper into achieving inner harmony and peace amidst the chaos of daily life. What practices will you incorporate to strengthen your sense of self-sufficiency and maintain your inner balance moving forward? Let's explore these principles together. Building on our previous discussion about self-sufficiency and independence, let's now explore the deeper aspects of Stoic philosophy that lead us to cultivate patience and emotional resilience. Through reflection, mindfulness, and community engagement, we can create a life grounded in calm and purpose. Self-sufficiency, as we've discussed, is a cornerstone of Stoic thought. The Stoics believed in relying on one's own judgment, actions, and values rather than seeking external validation. Yet this does not mean isolation. True self-sufficiency allows us to navigate the world with independence while still engaging meaningfully with others. It's this balance that fosters well-being and personal growth. But how do we cultivate this independence, especially in areas where we tend to rely on others or external circumstances? One critical aspect is self-reflection. Taking the time to step back and examine our own actions, thoughts, and values is essential. How often do you reflect on your day, your decisions, or your overall goals? Regular self-reflection allows us to better understand ourselves, align our actions with our true principles, and live more intentionally. This practice enables us to distinguish what is truly important, guiding us towards a life of purpose and Stoic self-sufficiency. As you go about your day, think about how often you pause and reflect on your choices. What could change if you did this more regularly? In addition to reflection, education plays a pivotal role in achieving self-sufficiency. The Stoics were avid learners, always seeking to expand their minds and improve their understanding of the world. By pursuing areas of knowledge that excite us, we not only broaden our horizons, but also reduce our dependence on distractions and external sources of entertainment. So, what areas of knowledge are you passionate about? How might pursuing education in these areas deepen your sense of independence and self-reliance? Education for the Stoics was a tool that allowed them to better understand the world and their place in it, while also providing a deeper sense of personal fulfillment. Moving. Beyond mental and emotional self-sufficiency, financial independence is another key area where Stoic principles can be applied. Although the Stoics primarily focused on emotional and mental freedom, they also recognized the importance of living within one's means. Financial independence allows you to reduce external stressors, giving you the freedom to focus on personal growth and self-discipline. Do you have a plan for achieving financial independence? By adopting a Stoic approach to finances, minimizing desires and living within your means, you can reduce distractions and increase your focus on what truly matters. Community, though often associated with dependence, can also play a crucial role in supporting self-sufficiency. The right community doesn't foster dependency, rather it encourages individual growth and resilience. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who value self-sufficiency and independence can provide the support you need while still allowing you to retain your autonomy. Do you have a community that aligns with these values? If not, consider seeking out or building such a group. Sharing your journey with others can deepen your own commitment to these principles and provide encouragement when challenges arise. Now that we've laid the groundwork for self-sufficiency, let's delve deeper into one of the foundational virtues that makes all of this possible: patience. How often do we feel frustrated or upset by situations that seem beyond our control? Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in our ability to accept what happens and focus on our responses. Marcus Aurelius himself reminded us to meet every event with acceptance, seeing it as an opportunity to exercise patience. Patience is the key to remaining calm and collected in the face of life's inevitable challenges. When was the last time you lost your temper or felt rushed in a situation that was beyond your control? By recognizing these triggers and practicing self-control, we can cultivate patience and make wiser decisions. Stoic philosophers believed that becoming upset by the passage of time or delays was irrational, as we cannot control time. The key is adjusting our expectations and accepting that everything unfolds according to its own timeline. How do you react when things take longer than expected? One powerful way to develop patience is through mindfulness. By staying present and focused on the moment, you can prevent yourself from getting lost in thoughts of the future or the past. Have you ever tried practicing mindfulness techniques like deep breathing or meditation? These tools can help you remain grounded and patient, especially when life tests your limits. Additionally, engaging in activities that require patience, such as gardening, cooking, or learning a new skill, can naturally foster this virtue. What activities in your life require patience, and how can you incorporate more of them to build this essential Stoic practice? Lastly, reflecting on the benefits of patience is a crucial step in reinforcing its importance. When has patience led you to a better outcome? Perhaps waiting for the right moment allowed you to make a more thoughtful decision, or taking the time to listen carefully resulted in a deeper connection with someone. Reflecting on these moments strengthens our resolve to practice patience in the future, aligning us even more closely with Stoic principles. As you embrace the lessons of Stoicism from self-sufficiency to patience, remember that each of these virtues is interconnected. By cultivating one, you strengthen the others, leading to a life that is more peaceful, purposeful, and fulfilling. In the next lesson, we will explore how these virtues come together in the art of making wise decisions, empowering us to navigate life with clarity and confidence. How will you apply these principles today to guide your decisions and actions moving forward? Let's dive into the wisdom of Stoic decision-making next. Building on the previous reflection on patience, let's now explore the concept of inner strength, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Just as patience allows us to remain composed in difficult situations, inner strength empowers us to face life's challenges with resilience and unwavering resolve. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from within. They introduced the idea of the inner citadel, a mental fortress that helps us remain unshaken by external events, no matter how chaotic or challenging the world may seem. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, emphasized that developing this inner strength is essential to maintaining peace of mind and tranquility. But how do we build and maintain this fortress within ourselves? It begins with understanding your core values and principles. What do you stand for? What guides your actions and decisions? By identifying these core elements, you can align your daily choices with your values, reinforcing the walls of your inner citadel. When your actions are grounded in principles that resonate deeply with you, external pressures are less likely to affect your peace of mind. Have you ever considered how much more resilient you might be if every decision you made was in alignment with your values? Reflection plays a crucial role in strengthening your inner citadel. Taking time each day to pause and evaluate your actions and decisions allows you to assess whether you are living in accordance with your Stoic principles. Ask yourself, am I reacting to the world around me in a way that reflects my core values? This daily practice doesn't just reinforce your mental resilience, but it also provides the opportunity to identify areas where you may be influenced by external factors, whether they're pressures from others or the environment you find yourself in. Through this consistent self-reflection, you ensure that your inner citadel remains solid, unbreachable. Meditation, too, is a powerful tool in fortifying this inner fortress. It promotes mental clarity, emotional stability, and helps you detach from the chaos of everyday life. Through meditation, you practice focusing inward, allowing your mind to settle and regain strength. Have you ever incorporated meditation into your daily routine? Even just a few minutes can make a world of difference in your ability to maintain calmness and focus when life gets turbulent. Another aspect of building inner strength is the ability to accept what we cannot change. The Stoics taught us that we should focus our energy only on what is within our control and let go of what is not. By practicing this mindset, you reduce unnecessary mental strain and preserve your peace. When faced with situations outside of your control, remind yourself of this Stoic principle. What can I control? Redirect your attention and energy toward what is actionable, and in doing so, you will cultivate an even stronger and more resilient inner citadel. Testing your limits is yet another way to strengthen this inner fortress. Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, such as fasting or enduring physical challenges, to remind themselves that they could endure more than they think. Have you ever pushed yourself outside of your comfort zone? These intentional challenges help reinforce your mental toughness, showing you that you are capable of handling life's hardships with strength and clarity. Such challenges not only enhance your resilience, but also deepen your understanding of your own potential. The Stoic idea of community also plays a role in maintaining your inner strength. Engaging with a group of like-minded individuals who share similar values and principles provides additional support and insight. Whether it's through deep conversations, shared experiences, or collective encouragement, a strong community can help reinforce your commitment to your Stoic journey. Do you have a community of people who support your philosophical practice? Surrounding yourself with such a group can serve as a reminder to stay grounded in your Stoic practices and reinforce your inner fortitude. Finally, gratitude is a tool that further strengthens your inner citadel. By shifting your focus from what you lack to what you already have, you cultivate a sense of abundance which enhances your mental resilience. What are you grateful for today? Practicing gratitude daily helps you appreciate the present moment, focusing on the positives rather than the negatives in your life. It's a simple yet profound practice that fortifies your inner strength, enabling you to face challenges with a sense of calm and acceptance. By building your inner citadel through self-reflection, meditation, voluntary discomfort, community, support, and gratitude, you not only cultivate resilience but also empower yourself to navigate life with unwavering strength. As you continue to strengthen your mind and spirit, you'll find yourself better equipped to face whatever life throws your way. As we move forward, let's explore how the Stoics applied these concepts to their own lives, particularly in the realm of emotional control and leadership. How can we harness our inner strength to lead with grace, humility, and integrity? Let's dive into the next lesson on leadership. As we move forward in our exploration of Stoic philosophy, we now turn to the concept of the inner citadel, the fortress of the mind, where we can retreat and find strength, regardless of what is happening around us. This internal resilience is the key to facing life's challenges with calmness and grace. The Stoics taught that the ability to strengthen our inner citadel is essential for maintaining inner peace, no matter the external circumstances. This fortress is built not with stone and mortar, but with wisdom, discipline, and the ability to focus on what we can control. Marcus Aurelius, a leading figure in Stoic thought, believed that developing a strong inner citadel was crucial to staying composed in the face of life's challenges. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when external events seem to spiral beyond our control, but the Stoics remind us that we have the power to choose how we respond. One of the first steps in building this inner strength is identifying your core values and principles. When you know what you stand for, it's easier to align your actions with those values, reinforcing the strength of your inner citadel. Consistently making decisions based on these principles creates a mental resilience that shields you from being swept up by external influences. Have you ever paused to think about how your values guide your decisions? When your actions are rooted in what you believe to be truly important, external pressures lose their power to destabilize you. Reflection plays a significant role in fortifying the inner citadel. Taking time each day to reflect on your actions and decisions allows you to assess whether you're living in accordance with your Stoic principles. Are you being true to your values? Regular self-reflection helps identify areas where you might be yielding to external pressures, whether it's from other people, societal expectations, or environmental factors. This ongoing practice of reflection ensures that your inner citadel remains secure, protecting your peace of mind. Meditation is another powerful tool to strengthen your inner citadel. By practicing meditation, you can detach from the chaos of daily life and find a quiet space within. Even just a few minutes a day can help you reset and approach the challenges ahead with greater clarity. Have you ever tried incorporating meditation into your routine? This practice of turning inward allows you to fortify your mind, helping you maintain peace and resilience, even when external circumstances seem to be spinning out of control. The Stoics also taught the importance of accepting what we cannot change. By focusing only on the things within our control, we protect ourselves from the unnecessary stress of trying to manipulate the uncontrollable. How often do you find yourself stressing over things beyond your reach? The Stoic mindset encourages you to redirect your energy toward what you can influence. When you focus on what is within your grasp, you'll find that your inner citadel remains intact, regardless of external turmoil. Testing your limits is another way to strengthen this inner citadel. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, challenging themselves through fasting, physical endurance, and other hardships, not to punish themselves but to build resilience. These practices remind us that we can endure more than we think. Have you ever challenged your own limits? Voluntary discomfort can help you discover your true strength and deepen your understanding of how much you're capable of handling. Additionally, a supportive community can bolster your inner citadel. Engaging with a group of like-minded individuals who share Stoic values and practices can offer valuable perspectives and encouragement. Do you have a community that helps reinforce your philosophical beliefs? Sharing your experiences with others not only provides motivation, but also strengthens your commitment to your Stoic journey. Lastly, gratitude plays a vital role in fortifying your inner citadel. By regularly practicing gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have. This practice of appreciating what's around you can transform your perspective, enhancing your mental resilience. What are you grateful for today? Taking time to reflect on the positives in your life strengthens your inner citadel and helps shield you from negativity. As we move forward, let's take a closer look at how the Stoics applied these principles in their own lives. What can we learn from their approach to emotional control and leadership? How can we harness the lessons from the Stoics to lead with integrity and purpose, guiding not only ourselves but others on the path to Stoic resilience? Let's continue our exploration of how Stoicism influences leadership in the next lesson. Building. On the previous discussion about cultivating inner strength, it's clear that true wisdom and resilience are deeply connected to our ability to accept the unpredictability of life and its impermanence. This acceptance is one of the pillars that supports inner peace and emotional stability, empowering us to navigate life with grace, no matter what challenges arise. Stoic wisdom encourages us to embrace life's uncertainties with a calm and composed demeanor, understanding that we cannot control everything, but we can control how we react. The first step in practically applying Stoic philosophy is the habit of regular reflection. Reflection is more than just a fleeting thought. It's a powerful tool that allows us to evaluate our actions, thoughts, and reactions in light of Stoic principles. By consistently taking time to reflect on our daily experiences, we gain a deeper understanding of why we think and act the way we do, and how closely our behaviors align with the virtues we strive to embody. How often do you set aside time for self-reflection? Whether it's daily or weekly, regular introspection provides a structured space for assessing how well we're aligning with our values and principles. It's an opportunity to refine our approach to life and ensure that our decisions are rooted in wisdom rather than being driven by fleeting emotions or external pressures. Reflection can be facilitated in many ways, through journaling, meditation, or engaging in thoughtful discussions with a mentor or a philosophical peer. Each of these practices provides a framework to assess both our successes and challenges as we strive to master our minds. As you reflect, consider, how closely do your actions align with your values? And more importantly, what small adjustments could you make today to move closer to living out Stoic wisdom? This daily practice of introspection helps us stay on course and make better decisions. It also enables us to confront situations with a more rational mindset, avoiding emotional reactivity that often leads to regret. Another powerful way to apply Stoic wisdom is through teaching or sharing your knowledge with others. It's fascinating how articulating the principles you're striving to live by can clarify them in your own mind. Have you ever noticed that explaining a concept to someone else often deepens your understanding of it yourself? Teaching is not just about imparting knowledge to others. It's a tool for solidifying your own commitment to these ideals. Whether through writing, speaking, or leading by example, sharing your journey with others enhances your understanding and inspires them to explore Stoic wisdom themselves. One of the Stoic techniques that can significantly strengthen our resilience is premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice involves mentally preparing for potential challenges or hardships by imagining them ahead of time. By visualizing these difficulties, we not only reduce the shock when they arise, but also condition our minds to remain calm and effective when faced with adversity. How does imagining challenges in advance make you feel? You might find that by repeatedly rehearsing these scenarios, you build a mental fortitude that makes you more capable of handling difficult situations with calmness and poise. Another way to cultivate resilience through Stoicism is through continuous learning. Wisdom is not a fixed destination, but a journey that evolves with each new experience and understanding. Are you committed to lifelong learning? The Stoics believed that curiosity and an open mind were essential for adapting to life's challenges. With grace, By remaining open to new ideas and perspectives, you keep your mind flexible, ready to meet new challenges with stoic calm and efficiency. This openness also involves questioning your assumptions and beliefs, ensuring they are based on reason and not on outdated or unexamined ideas. One of the simplest yet most profound ways to cultivate wisdom is through practicing gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, which is a central Stoic principle. How often do you take time to consciously appreciate the good in your life? Acknowledging what we have, rather than focusing on what we don't, helps us align with the Stoic belief in the sufficiency and beauty of the present moment. It combats feelings of entitlement and dissatisfaction, fostering a balanced and realistic perspective. Practicing gratitude brings us back to the present, reminding us that true contentment isn't about accumulating more, but about appreciating what's already here. By incorporating gratitude into your life, you start to see the world through a lens of abundance rather than scarcity. This shift not only enhances your emotional resilience, but also cultivates a more balanced outlook on life. It's in this mindset that we can continue to grow, adapt, and live in harmony with our Stoic values. As we wrap up this lesson on cultivating wisdom and resilience, think about how you can incorporate these practices into your daily life. Reflecting, teaching, visualizing, learning, and being grateful. These are the tools that will allow you to continue building a life grounded in Stoic strength. The next step in our journey is to delve deeper into how to cultivate emotional equilibrium and maintain composure in even the most challenging situations. How can you apply these lessons to navigate the complexities of life with a clearer mind and a stronger spirit? Let's explore this in the next lesson. Building on the previous discussion about the importance of gratitude and emotional resilience, we now turn our attention to how Stoic wisdom can be fully integrated into our lives. The Stoics teach us to embrace life as it is, accepting both its challenges and its beauty. But true wisdom lies not just in acceptance, it also lies in how we actively shape our lives, how we engage with others, and how we live in accordance with nature. One of the most profound ways to apply Stoic wisdom is through community engagement. When you participate in a community that shares your values, especially those aligned with wisdom and virtue, you reinforce your own practices and beliefs. Do you actively engage with such a community, whether it's a group of like-minded individuals or a philosophical circle? Engaging with others provides invaluable opportunities to exchange ideas, share insights, and offer mutual support. This interaction serves as a mirror, reflecting your personal growth while also bolstering your philosophical understanding. In these community interactions, you practice Stoic virtues such as empathy, humility, and patience. Each conversation, each moment of shared reflection, strengthens your understanding and application of Stoic wisdom. Engaging with others allows you to actively embody Stoic teachings, improving not only your mental resilience, but also your ability to connect with others on a deeper level. The strength of community lies in its capacity to support each individual's journey, encouraging growth through collaboration and shared experiences. The ultimate application of Stoic wisdom, however, is living in harmony with nature, both your own nature and the natural world around you. This principle lies at the heart of Stoicism. It's not just about accepting who you are and the circumstances you find yourself in, but also about working with them in a way that promotes your growth in virtue. How well do you accept your intrinsic characteristics, and how do you handle the conditions of your life? By aligning your life with Stoic principles, you create a sense of peace and integrity that resonates in every aspect of your existence. Living in accordance with your understanding of Stoic principles means mastering your mind and finding contentment in who you are and where you are. This process is about harmonizing with nature, not as a passive acceptance of fate, but as an active engagement with the world, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. This way of living gives you clarity and purpose, which leads to a life of true contentment. In this final lesson, we see that the application of Stoic wisdom is not an abstract concept. It's a lifestyle. By integrating these practices into your daily routine, you embody Stoic virtues, leading to a life of profound inner strength and peace. The more you align your actions with Stoic wisdom, the more resilient, content, and at peace you become. How will you commit to applying these principles today, and how will this commitment help you on your journey of personal and philosophical growth? Embrace these lessons, as they are the foundation of your continued journey. With each step forward, you master your mind, enrich your life, and live with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism guiding you. The key to living a fulfilling life is not in seeking external circumstances, but in cultivating inner strength and wisdom. Through these principles, you can overcome challenges and remain peaceful, no matter what life throws your way. So how will you begin applying Stoic wisdom to your life today?